دان براون، رائد أعمال ومؤلف ومستثمر وصاحب نشاطات خيرية، والمؤسس والمدير التنفيذي لشركة كيركلاند. شركة كيركلاند هي شركة بتشتغل في النشر، بتشتغل في الديجيتال سوليوشنز. بدأ حياته المهنية من فترة قريبة سنة 2009. ساب الجامعة عشان يمشي ورا شغفه في ريادة الأعمال والديجيتال ماركتينج، وتخصص في التخطيط لطرق جديدة مبتكرة تجيب زيادة في المبيعات والأرباح لشركات كتيرة. اشتغل مع شركات مختلفة في دول مختلفة حول العالم. اشتغل في الريال استيت، اشتغل مع اترنز، وكمان دان مستثمر شغوف يمتلك أكتر من شركة رقمية متعهدة في تقديم الأكل لأصحاب الأعمال. كان من النجاحات أو الكامبينز الكبيرة اللي عملها إنها عملت $70,000 في شهر واحد. ساعد مع كوميرزا في تقديم 3.1 مليون وجبة طعام. ساعد في بناء 3 مدارس في أفريقيا والسودان. رحبوا معايا بدان براون.
Heading on stage. Everyone say what's up. Thank you. Salam, brother and sisters. All right. How you guys doing? All right. So, Mirza just told you guys how you can invest your money and make passive money. So I'm going to show you how you can, the quick and easy way with low startup capital that you can use to make that money that you can then invest. So my name's Dan Brown. This is me in Italy, and I'm going to show you guys the exact strategies that I use to be able to travel the world and live an ideal lifestyle. All right, so my goal for you today is 2 things. The first is to consume as much knowledge as you can, and the second is to use that knowledge to make money as quickly as possible. And I'm going to give you a little incentive. So, for the first 2 people who take what I share in my presentation and use it and make money and get results, come up to me while we're here this weekend, and I'm going to give you each 200 pounds. Sound good? All right. So rewind 5 years ago. This is me. It's actually me. Right here. Recycling toxic chemical waste. That was my job. Yeah, pretty brutal. One of the worst jobs I've ever had in my life. And underpaid, was taken advantage of, worked all day for little money, wore this suit, mask, worked in an environment full of toxic chemicals. It's not good for your health. Very bad. But luckily, I was able to figure out a way to make money on the internet. That's why we're here, right? So I'm going to share that with you today. Now, a lot of people have asked me, one of the biggest things I hear is SEO dead? And to me, I think that's funny, because in the last year, with the case study I'm about to show you, with video marketing and SEO, I've pulled in $500,000 with SEO. So is SEO dead? All right, so here's a quick way that you guys can rake in sales from absolutely free and passive YouTube traffic. So who here uses YouTube already? All right. Who here wants to use YouTube in their business? Cool. So let's dig in. As you may or may not know, YouTube is the second largest search engine, second only to Google, which Google owns YouTube, so they go hand in hand. Now, I used to do SEO with websites, with blogs. It didn't work very well. I tried everything. I'd build backlinks, build blog posts, pillar content, pretty much anything you can think of. And you know, I would get some rankings, but then they would diminish. My money sites would get knocked off, and I'd have to start from scratch. It's no fun. But with the internet as it is today, video is the new, most consumed, most enjoyed medium of marketing. Studies show that videos were over 50 times more likely to show on the first page of Google. So why would you take your time, your money, and your effort to rank a website full of articles when you could post one simple video on YouTube that takes you 30 minutes and rank, you know, 50 times more likely to rank? All right, the biggest mistake that most people make with their video once they transition into video marketing is they just create a video, you know, them in their living room or wherever, they upload it and they think they're gonna get tons of views, thousands of views, shares, and they're gonna make money from it. That's a big mistake, but I'm gonna show you how you guys can overcome it. I'm gonna give you the exact 4-step process that I use to rank a video for pretty much virtually any keyword that you want, no matter the competition. So who else wants the tools, tactics, and strategies to rank for any keyword? All right, cool, cool. So here's my case study for YouTube. And this is the first 200 pounds going out to one of you guys. So take notes, write down the 4 steps, do it tonight, and if you show me your ranking on the first page of YouTube while we're still here, 200 is yours. Step 1, keyword research. So, people go on search engines for one reason. They want a question answered. The benefit to us as marketers is we already know what they want and they need because they're typing in a specific query. They're typing in a keyword which they want a solution for their problem. So as a marketer, you could take that keyword and monetize it by giving them the answer to their problem. Now, there's many different ways that you could do this. I'm about to show you a case study of how I ranked for Shopify. Who here knows what Shopify is? Cool. Well, if you don't know, Shopify is an e-commerce platform. It has a monthly fee. And as an affiliate, when you refer someone to Shopify, you make commissions every single month. So this is the Google Keyword Planner. If you type in Google Keyword Planner, log into your Google account, you can search any keyword, you can get a list of related keywords, you could see their search volume, and the coolest thing is you could actually see, here, suggested bid right here, $3.42. You can see Shopify gets 1 million hits every month, and advertisers are paying $3.42 for those clicks. Each click, $3.42. But you could tap into that traffic for free, and that's what I'm about to show you. Step number 2, after you've done your keyword research, you've found a profitable keyword that you know if you rank for, you can make money. Step 2 is to create the video. Now, the biggest objection that I hear when it comes to creating videos is you don't want to get on camera, and that's perfectly fine. I didn't want to get on camera. My first videos were absolutely terrible. I would take a screencast, a video of my screen, and speak into the microphone so that nobody would see my face. But since then, I've become more comfortable with it. It gets easier and easier. Anything worth doing is hard before it becomes easy. So you have to overcome this. And you can also use softwares like Easy Sketch Pro or Video Maker FX and make simple videos and do a voice overlay, and that eliminates any need to get on camera. So the second step is to create your video. The formula for video creation is G plus R plus I equals money. So I'm going to give you guys each of these 4 steps. This is the content of your video. When you're shooting your video, this is the message that you want to convey to your audience. The first G is grab. You want to grab your user. This is where you pattern interrupt and you state the keyword that they're searching. So you are ranking for a specific keyword, and the keyword, the content of that keyword is why they're watching your video. So you want to interrupt their pattern, which means when somebody is browsing online, they're in a pattern of thought, and you want to immediately interrupt that pattern and pull them into your content. And then you want to state the keyword. So if your keyword is Shopify, you could say something like, chances are you're here because you want to learn about Shopify. That's why they're here. So you pull them into the video. The G plus R. The R is relate. This is where you want to tell a story that is relatable to their situation. So you want to relate to them. Tell them a relatable story that makes them like you and shows them that you're authentic and that you are just like them. Now, why do you want to tell a story? Here's why. Stories, since we're kids, we've been sitting on our grandparents' knee and listening to stories. So when someone tells you a story, you are predisposed and conditioned, years and years of conditioning, to listen to that story. The first I, intrigue. So grab, relate, intrigue. This is where you want to provide some type of mystery and intrigue them into the solution that you're about to offer them. You want to build up their intrigue in your product, in your solution, in your service. And we do this by, you guessed it, telling a story. So if I was staying with the Shopify example, in the Shopify video, I basically tell them, I was just like you. I used to be trying to figure this whole online marketing thing out. I bought every single Warrior Form special offer that was available. And nothing worked. But then I found something. I found a resource, or I found a course, or I figured out the process to succeeding with Shopify. And then the last part of the formula is invite. In this section, the biggest mistake I see is don't be too pushy. You don't want to be like, go click my link below, get my stuff. Just invite them, a friendly invitation. You want to give them power of choice. Put the choice in their hands. This is push versus pull marketing. You don't want to force them to do something because that's pushy, that's salesy. Just give them the choice, and when they create an internal decision to choose your solution, that is much more powerful than if you create that choice for them. So you could say something like, if you want to check it out, I left a link in the description for you. You might find it helpful. All you got to do is click below. Simple as that. So that's the 4-step formula to create your videos. Step number 2 is create videos. Step number 3, now we get into the nitty-gritty of the optimization. So in step 1, when you chose your keywords, you want to find 4 to 5 keywords, 1 base keyword and 3 to 4 other keywords that are related to your main keyword that you want to rank for. So Now, we have to show YouTube and we have to show Google that our video is in fact relevant for that keyword. And not only is it relevant, but it creates value for the users who are watching your video. That's all Google wants. All they want is for their users to have a good experience. So if you create a good experience for their users, they in turn will show the love and reciprocate back to you in the form of traffic. So we have file first. This is one thing that nobody really talks about, but gives you a massive edge over the competition. When you export your video, you want to take your file name and you want to put it in this form. So your main keyword is keyword -1. So let's say your keyword is how to sell. So it would be how-to-sell. Then you put an underscore, and then you put keyword 2. This is in your file name, the actual video file. Before you upload it, you want to make your file name, you want to put your keywords in there. Easy enough. Next is your headline, your title. In the title, the first thing you want to have is your main keyword. You don't want to stuff keywords in your title, so just have one keyword in there, and then you could put a dash or a space or ... and then put a little bit of a headline, something that intrigues the users who are looking through the search engine to click on your video and not to choose somebody else's, but instead to choose yours and come into your sphere of influence. So keyword and then a short headline. Next is the description. The description is something where a lot of people, they go wrong because they put in their keyword 40 times in one description. But Google looks at the description as another point where you can add value to their users. So all you want to do, the easiest, simplest way that I would suggest doing this is put in your keyword 3, max 4 times in your description. The first line of your description should be either your keyword or a call to action, and then the link to your website, whether it's your product or your service, or an affiliate product or an affiliate service. Put in your link. And then you want to transcribe your video, which means take the text version of what you said in the video and add that in your description. Just like that. Just have it transcribed. You can go on Fiverr.com. For $5, you can get any video transcribed. They'll give you the text, copy, paste in your description. Then, what we're going to do at the bottom of your description, nobody scrolls down to the bottom of the description. So here is where we're going to do we have a couple tactics that'll help you rank and show Google that you're relevant. This won't diminish the user experience. This won't let people click off to other websites because nobody's down there. They're at the top watching your video and they're seeing your money site. But you want to link into your same video. Now when you publish a video, YouTube gives you a shortened link to your video. You want to take that link to the same video and put it in the description. So you're linking to the exact same page in your description. The next thing you want to do is search your main keyword on YouTube and find the top ranked video. Not the ads, but the top organically ranked video. And take the link to that video and put it right under the link to your video. So you might be thinking, I'm going to lose all this traffic to the top video, and then they're going to go into their funnel. But in reality, like I said, people are not going to the bottom of the description. So you're not really losing any traffic. You're just showing Google that your video is authoritative, just like the one that's already ranking. It positions your video with the other top ranking video on Google. And then the last thing you could do is you could add in a couple of your social media properties. If you want to add in your Facebook page or your Twitter page or your YouTube channel, that's something that I would suggest doing as well, because those are authoritative links, and it will show Google that, again, your video is authoritative for your keyword. Then we got the tags. The tags, very easy. Just take 5 to 7 keywords, take your main keywords that you did in the keyword research, plug them in order of importance. So put your main keyword first, and so on down the chain to 5 to 7 max. No more than 7 keywords in there. We don't want to confuse Google and try and rank for 10, 12, 15 different terms, because then you end up ranking for none of them and you wasted your time. You want to keep it very specific. Step number 4 is backlinks. Does everybody know what backlinks means here? What does it mean? Somebody. Exactly. A backlink is simply a link to your website, to your video, on another website. Google sends their little spiders all over the internet, and they crawl every single web page, and they know what's out there. So if you have links on other authoritative websites pointing to your video, it's showing Google that your video is also authoritative. Now, this is where most people mess up with traditional SEO, sending backlinks to a website. Because when you send a bunch of backlinks to a website, Google looks at that and they say, this person just published the website or this blog post 3 hours ago. How is it spreading all over on EDU sites or on random websites? It doesn't look natural. And Google's algorithm works in a way where they take into account many different factors, but ultimately it results in, if you create a genuine surge of traffic, they reward you. If you create a fake surge of traffic, they punish you. So that's how traditional SEO works. But with YouTube, because we see all these videos, you see a cat video where a cat falls off a chair or whatever, and then everybody spreads it all over the internet. It goes viral. Or Gangnam Style. Videos like this, it goes viral, and it goes viral fast. So to Google, when you publish backlinks all over the internet, it looks completely natural, and you won't get penalized. In fact, they will reward you for that. So you could send as many backlinks as you want to your video, and I suggest you do it within the first day. After you do the first day, which I'm about to show you what type of backlinks to send, after you do the first day of backlinking, you don't have to, you could set it and forget it. All right, so the first type of backlink you want is social shares. So this is Fiverr.com. You could go on Fiverr.com or SourceMarket.com, and you could get people who will build backlinks for you. Now, if you want to go out there and publish 1,000 blog comments or publish across 500 different social media profiles, that's not the best use of your time as an entrepreneur. So you want to leverage sites like Fiverr.com and SourceMarket to have people do it for you. This gig is $6, and for $6, they'll build you 800 social bookmarks, which means bookmarks, backlinks on Facebook, on Tumblr, Twitter, social media sites. And then the next thing you want to do is, I'm giving you the gig right here. So if you guys want, go on Fiverr.com, type in C Rourke Service, C-R-O-R-K Service, S-E-R-V-I-C-E. And he has a bunch of good gigs. I use them all the time. I don't make any affiliate commissions by referring you to him, but he's one of the best providers on there. And you want to get a social sharing gig, and then you also want to buy a gig to have, let's say, the Twitter property where your video was shared, have people retweet it. So for another $5, you can have people retweet that tweet 100, 200 times. And That's $10 in expense. And the last thing you want to do is backlinks blast. Blast it all over the internet. With this gig, this is Sea Rourke service again, you'll get 800 edu high quality backlinks, which means these are websites that have the .edu extension, and Google looks at edu as an education website. So you'll get a lot of value from getting backlinks from edu sites or high domain authority sites, sites like Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. So that's a two-part formula to backlinking. First is social sharing, and second is backlinks on non-social platforms. So the best source for these gigs is SourceMarket or Fiverr. Did everybody get that? Want me to go back? All right, so I told you I'd show you my results. I published this video 5 days ago when I was in Dubai for Shopify, a keyword that gets 1 million searches per month. People are paying more than $3 per click, and in 5 days, it's on the first page for Shopify Review. Shopify Review is what we call a buyer keyword. It means that people who search the keyword are looking to buy. So you always want to take your main keyword and figure out different extensions for it that segment off the general traffic from the buyer traffic. Because ultimately we want people who are wanting to buy. And if they search this, they're hot and ready. You can see it says new right under the video. So you also get the benefit of that, and you can rank in 7 days or less using that 4-step process. So the first person to rank a video on the first page of YouTube, come and see me, and I'll give you $200 or 200 pounds cash. In the last year, I've published a little over 100 videos. They're all bringing in passive streams of traffic for buyer keywords. And this is one of my merchant accounts where we sent the sales. Almost 500 grand in a year with passive free traffic. All right. Now we're going to get into a different form of video marketing. But first, I want to tell you a little bit about the Muslim Entrepreneurship Network. There's a booth in the back. This is myself and Mr. Kam Mirza, who you just saw speak. He's my mentor, friend, business partner. And Kam, along with Harun Rashid and Harun Qureshi, who will be speaking later, they run the Muslim Entrepreneurship Network. I'm a member. It's a very valuable resource for people who are looking to make money in an ethical way. So I suggest you guys, at break, go check out their booth. All right, Snapchat time. Who here uses Snapchat? All right. So I'm going to do a little Snapchat real quick, all right? So I want everyone to please stand up. Stand up. And say what's up to Snapchat. What's up? All right. Cool. Thank you. If you want to add me, my username is whoisdanbrown. And if you get out your Snapchat right now, just point the camera to this, and my username will come up. Follow me, you'll see all the food I eat. All right, let's dive in here. The first thing you want to do with Snapchat is you want to build an audience. Now, Snapchat works in a different way than other social medias, than YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. Snapchat works with a story, and with your story, you post 10-second increments of your day, and when a user watches it, they see them in succession. So they get a very intimate look into your life, and you want to use it how it's intended to be used. You want to give them an intimate look into your life. What are you up to? What kind of food are you eating? Where are you? Give them the details of your life. This is a platform where you can give them more intimate details than you can on Facebook or Twitter or YouTube, because you can give them little snaps of your day. And this is the reason why Snapchat has the most engaged audience of any other marketing medium out there. And I'm going to show you a case study right now proving it. Does anybody in here use ghost codes? Fareed? Ghost Codes is an app where you download it, it's free, and you put yourself into categories, 3 or 4 categories that is related to your business or to your personal brand. And people in that category get rewards for following you, and you get rewards for following them. So you're creating a syndicate of people in your industry who are all interested in a common topic. So you want to download Ghost Codes first thing, put your profile in there, it links in through Snapchat's API to your Snapchat account, and it will actually market your Snapchat for you. You'll get people following you every day for free, and they're all interested in your topic. Now, the 3-part formula for Snapchat is very simple. Lifestyle, like I mentioned before, food, what are you up to, what are you doing, who are you with, what's exciting in your day, what's bad in your day. 2 is contests. You can hold contests for your users. You can give out a gift card or a free consultation or whatever you'd like to your users who share your Snapchat or who screenshot. You can get a lot of feedback this way too. If you tell your users, should I use this logo or that logo? Screenshot which one you like to let me know. And then the third is you want to weave in offers to your content. So while we were here, I was posting on Snapchat, and in between all the food and the great entrepreneurs that I've been with and the hotel, I put in a little blank, a little black picture. So you just put your phone on your leg or on a table so the screen's all dark. Take a picture and then write in an offer. Direct link them to your money site, whether it's your opt-in page, your affiliate link, or your product or service website. That's it. That's all you got to do. But the key to Snapchat is to be consistent. So this is something that you want to commit to. Do it every day. And by doing it every day, you're creating habit. Habit to create content. And that content can be repurposed and reused on other social medias such as YouTube or Twitter. If you take your story from one day and you have 20 10-second Snapchats, that's 200 seconds, that's a little over 3 minutes of video. That can be your next YouTube video. So here's my case study. Anybody in here drink green juice, green smoothies? We got sell it. All right, so I've never tried your product, but I'm a little biased. Organifi is the best tasting and my favorite green juice out there. It's a product on ClickBank, so you affiliates, you could promote it. It's converting very well right now. But they've built a massive social media audience in the last couple years. Their email list is tipping over 1.5 million. Across all their other social properties, excluding Snapchat, they're a little over 500,000. And their Snapchat audience gets about 1,000 views per Snapchat. Very small in comparison. But with one 10-second Snapchat, they pulled in more revenue than their whole email list. So that's 1.5 million versus 1,000. They pulled in more revenue with one 10-second Snapchat. They pulled in a little over $3,000 for a 10-second video. Who wants to make $3,000 every 10 seconds? Now, it's not going to happen every time, but you can weave in offers through the course of your week, and by that, you're going to be sending a lot of engaged users into your funnel. Who knows DJ Khaled? Yeah? Well, DJ Khaled is one of the biggest Snapchat users right now. He gets about 1 million views on his Snapchats. So the results are obviously not typical, but for a 10-second slot on his Snapchat story, if a brand wants to advertise on his Snapchat story for 10 seconds, they pay DJ Khaled $7,000 for a 10-second video. All right. Now I have a little shameless plug here. This is why I've spent a lot of time and money into Snappy Chatty. And what Snappy Chatty is it's a vehicle for you all to use to be where your competition isn't, to market where your competition isn't marketing, and to do it in a very cost-effective way. Snappy Chatty is a marketplace for buyers and sellers. We take influencers and we aggregate all the influencers on Snapchat who have big audiences, and we give advertisers the ability to rent out 10 seconds or more on their Snapchat story. This is brand new. It's never been done before, and it's worked on Instagram and it's worked on Twitter. So now on Snapchat, we have first mover advantage. We can get in front of users, highly engaged, targeted users who want what you have to sell. Yep. Thank you guys.
هنختار 2 للأسئلة والأجوبة. واحد من هنا؟ حضرتك؟ تمام. واحد من هنا؟ حضرتك. اتفضل. اتفضل ابدا.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay, I had a question about the backlinks.
Yep.
You said that you once upload the video, use the backlinks once. How many times do you use it after you upload the video?
So that depends on the competitiveness of your keyword. If you're going for an ultra competitive keyword, there's some maintenance that you'll need to do. But you don't need to do, the initial surge is what's most important because you're showing Google and YouTube that your video is going viral. But once you do that initial surge, you want to track your ranking, and then every 2 weeks, 3 weeks, if your ranking has dropped, you can send a few more backlinks.
Okay, just one last question.
Sure.
Did you use Snapchat with Shopify?
I don't use Snapchat with Shopify, but Organifi, the case study I did, that's exactly what they're doing. They're using Snapchat with Shopify.
Okay, thank you.
No problem.
Next question will be in Arabic, so please watch this. Okay. استاذنك على صوتك.
Hi. My question is about YouTube part. with all my
ممكن تسأل السؤال بالعربي وهو هي.
It's in Arabic.
Yeah. Working?
Yeah, but it's in Arabic, the translation.
Arabic translation.
I need a English translation.
بتترجم بالعربي. اوكي.
Okay.
اوكي. طيب تترجم بالعربي عشان هم يترجموا انجلش.
السؤال بخصوص الفيديو اللي حضرتك عرضته الكومبيتيتورز بتوعه ضعاف اصلا. يعني هو واخد رقم 5 واللي قبليه كلهم ضعاف وبقالهم سنين. ازاي انا اعمل رانكينج لفيديو جديد ويبقى اللي قبليه اصلا يبقوا جامدين، يعني يبقوا رانك عالي واخدين فيوز كتير وبقالهم سنين كتير.
How to rank a high competitive keyword.
Yeah. So, how to find competitive keywords or make your video competitive?
خلاص ايه؟
Competitive keywords or the content of the video?
How to rank a high competitive keyword, of course, on
Right.
YouTube.
So, for the high competitive keywords, the process is the exact same. You use the exact same process, but the backlinking that you're going to need to do for a competitive keyword, if it's ultra competitive, you're going to need to send more backlinks than you would a less competitive keyword term. But the difference is very minimal. It's just extra gigs that you would end up buying because the value of the keyword is higher and there's more traffic for it.